This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, October the 16th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A pleasant good morning to you. The Barbados Defence Force may be used as a new treatment home for suspected cases of Ebola and other infectious diseases. The Chief of Staff of the BDF, Colonel Alvin Quinton, yesterday committed a 30-bed facility at its St. Anne's Fort Garrison headquarters to the government for this and any other national medical emergency. But speaking at the end of a tour of the BDF's medical center by Minister of Health John Boyce, Colonel Quinton said discussions will now have to be held with government on that matter to come up with a final decision.
Since the establishment of our medical facility, there has always been a contingency that the female accommodation, which is the top floor of that facility, will be evacuated. So the females will have to find somewhere else to lay their heads. And if the Ministry of Health so wishes, we can convert that accommodation to support whatever requirements the ministry may have. So we can have at least 30 bed spaces in the area normally occupied by the females. So case in point, if there's a national disaster where the accident and emergency department is overwhelmed and there's a requirement to provide that level of care, if the wards at the hospital are overwhelmed, well, then we have some fallback capacity here that the Ministry of Health can call upon.
Meanwhile, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joy St. John says the island's polyclinics are being inundated by cases of chikungunya. Dr. St. John says the increase in cases may now require such measures as posting additional doctors, especially at the Vincent Scott Polyclinic.
We're talking about a Chikungunya line, and we also have the issue of reconfiguration of the other polyclinics so that we do not have persons with Chikungunya mixing with persons who don't have the symptoms, trying to have that separation to stop the transmission. The
Barbados Workers Union is holding firm to its decision to stay out of the social partnership. General Secretary Tony Moore says the BWU has not had a change of heart about its decision to withdraw from the arrangement. The decision by the union followed a 2012 dispute over representation at the International Labour Organization. Moore argues that her union has played a critical role in the social partnership.
I do not believe that the objectives of the social partnership, as designed back in the early 1990s and following through up to the signing of the last protocol approximately 3 years ago, I do not believe those objectives are being recognized, and it's simply because the voice that can competently speak for workers is missing. So when the Prime Minister earlier this year signaled that he needed to engage the Barbados Workers Union, I think it was against the backdrop of that recognition, not only on issues of a 24/7 economy, but there are a number of other issues that you will not be able to feel comfortable that parties have agreed if the voice for the majority of the working class is absent.
An opposition MP, Dwight Sutherland, is not backing a minimum age limit for public service vehicle drivers. The Barbados Labour Party spokesman on transport says, while he understands the reason for the proposal, this is not a guarantee of the maturity of drivers.
There are some younger persons in this country at age 21, 22 who are very mature in their thinking and the way they go about business. We have some young entrepreneurs, 21, 22, who are who are operating successful businesses. And I'm saying it should be done in terms of a test, not by age, but when you interview persons and you do profile on them, then you would determine their suitability to have a PS3 permit to operate, as opposed to a broad-based 25 years.
The recommendation that people should be at least 25 years old to be eligible to drive PSVs was made last month by Minister of Transport Michael Lashley as part of proposed reforms to the transport sector. 2 leading Barbadian women are to be honored by the University of the West Indies. Former Barbados Senior Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Dame Billy Miller, and women's rights activist and former parliamentarian, Dame Maisie Barker-Welch, will be awarded honorary doctorates of law on Saturday. It takes place at the UWI's annual graduation ceremony at the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex. The first female Governor General of Grenada, Cécile Lagranade, will also be awarded an honorary doctorate of science degree.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
Welcome back with news from the region that what Dr. Wayne Kubel Singh's hunger strike in Trinidad and High Court action have not been able to accomplish, a group of farmers have now achieved. Work on the multi-billion-dollar Solomon Ho-Choi Highway extension to Point 14 came to a halt Tuesday as a group of farmers chased away construction workers demanding compensation. The farmers are negotiating with the National Infrastructure Development Company over the non-payment of compensation for loss of crops and lands at Perseverance Estate in Guapo. However, they believe the company is taking too long. The farmers moved to 12 construction sites from Guapo to Golconda, stopping bulldozers and other equipment. Police did not intervene and instead were heard telling farmers to keep the protest peaceful. On the international scene, the Ebola crisis triggers unrest in Sierra Leone. More in this CNN report.
Angry residents of a densely populated neighborhood in Freetown demanding authorities do more after they say the body of a suspected Ebola victim was left in the street for 2 days. Outraged crowds barricaded the street, threatening to keep the blockade until action was taken. They say authorities are slow to respond to the 117 emergency hotline and feel a barricade is the only way to get their attention. Security forces responded by firing tear gas and shooting rounds from assault rifles to disperse the crowd.
And that's how we end our Barbados Today morning news update. You can join us again for the afternoon edition. But in the meantime, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay in supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let life take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.